What's up, everyone? It's TheKingOfRuckus, and I'm doing this commentary right now while I'm in my car, so I'm gonna try and clean up the audio as best as I can when I get home. But if you still hear some background noise, I apologize in advance. I'm gonna be putting this with Tomb Raider multiplayer, probably free-for-all. It seems like Team Deathmatch, all the team modes have some sort of lag to them. I've run into some playable matches, but a lot of times you see people kind of jittering around and it just doesn't seem too presentable. But with free-for-all, it seems like the connection is pretty smooth because it's a max, I think, of 8 people. If you got Tomb Raider last week, you definitely got it for the single-player experience. At least I hope so, because that's where the real fun is. Multiplayer, it's kind of like a poor man's Uncharted. You could probably pick up that much just by now in the video, which is probably like 2 minutes. The presentation for the game is pretty basic. Trophies, they look very simplistic. You've got basic Arial font. It's like the multiplayer team really didn't have enough time to put together a truly presentable package for multiplayer. But with that said, it gets the job done. It's not the worst multiplayer I've played, but it's definitely not the best. If multiplayer was a selling point for you, I would go so far as to say that you might be a little disappointed. Of course, that's just my opinion, but after playing this for the last couple of days, I'm really not too impressed with it. I can put it down anytime I want. The only reason I'm continuing to play, well, I don't want to say the only reason, because it is a bit of fun, but the main reason I'm continuing to play is to get the multiplayer trophies. There's one for getting to level 60, there's another one for winning a match in every different game type, and I think there's like 4 of them. There's free-for-all, team deathmatch, rescue, and there's another one where one team has to hold down 3 points, and the other team has to kill members of that team and steal their batteries, up to, I think, 20 of them. Team deathmatch and those multiplayer modes, they have rounds. They're not just like you win once and you win. You have to win 2 out of 3 rounds. So the games, they can take a long time. I recorded a lot of the team modes, and some of the matches, they took upwards of half an hour. And the maps, they're not that big. Some of them, they're laid out pretty badly. For that battery mode that I mentioned before, a couple of the points you have to hold down, they're in pretty bad spots. 1 grenade will clear the area. There's really no cover, or the cover that's there is very limited. So it seems like the team that has to hold down specific points, they're at a disadvantage most of the time. It seemed like people liked the Walking Dead video I put up last week. I would have done another one this week, but I missed the first 10 minutes of this past episode, so I really didn't think I should be doing a recap review video for an episode that I didn't see in its entirety. But with that said, I did see most of the episode. I liked it. Some of my friends who watched it felt it was a little slow. I understand that it's a build-up towards the finale. There's, what, 2 episodes left? They can't do everything now, obviously. They're setting things up. They had Rick and the General finally meet face-to-face. It's a very good meeting. Rick, thankfully, is in the right frame of mind where he knows that this General's full of shit. Unfortunately, he's still strongly leaning towards throwing Michonne to the wolves. And I really think that's bullshit. Those of us who watch the show know that the General, even if he didn't say it, even if they didn't have him clearly say that shit to what is it, Milton, even if that didn't happen, there's just no way that he would just be like, okay, you can have that spot if you give him Michonne and I won't fuck with you. He clearly wants the prison, and this is the fucking General. General, no, it's just not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. You know, I'm hoping that Rick will, not throw Michonne to the wolves. I hope he don't go the route where, like, he's still thinking about doing it next episode, and Michonne overhears him talking about it, and, she runs off. I hope they don't go that route. I want this guy to fucking man up and say, Michonne, this guy wants me to throw you to the wolves, man, or he wants me to sacrifice you, and I'm not going to do it, or let's plan something out and try and screw him over somehow. I don't want them to go the typical route that most shows would usually go. But we'll see. And since I'm talking about The Walking Dead, I read an article, I'll link to it down in the description, The woman who plays Andrea, her name is Laurie Holden, she actually got death threats. She got death threats because her character shot at Daryl. Her character shot at Daryl. This is a TV show. And she got death threats over that shit. It got to the point where they had Laurie Holden and Norman Reedus, the guy who plays Daryl, had them take a picture together just to try and send the message to that psycho fan or any other potential psycho fans that, you know, they're just playing a role, even though these motherfuckers should know that because they're watching on television. There's commercials. And there's no fucking newscasters saying that this is going on right now. There was a couple that had been together for 3.5, 4 years. When they were arguing over The Walking Dead. They were arguing via text message. And he was saying shit that got her so upset that she decided to go check on him. She goes to check on him. She's coming up the stairs and he shoots her. Over a fucking TV show. Over a fucking TV show. And then he drives us to the hospital and he tried to lie and say that, you know, it was an accident. And then he owned up to why he shot her. But I mean, this happened last year. I'm surprised I didn't hear about it sooner. But I mean, that's fucking ridiculous, man. You shoot somebody over a TV show. You shoot your girlfriend over a TV show. Now, obviously, this guy is not all right in the head. Obviously, he's not. But I mean, come on. When she got there, like, you'll read the article. It'll be down in the description. When she got to his house, he's sitting on the stoop with a shotgun. Or, no, I'm sorry, or with a rifle. He's sitting on the stoop with a rifle. And she's trying to talk to him, and he shoots her. I wonder if they're still together, because this happened last year. I hope not, but you never know. You never know. Some people, they stay together. They stay together no matter what, man. I don't know how long I've been going, but that's probably going to be it for this video. If I get God of War, I'll probably post some footage of that. Tomb Raider, I love the single-player game. I'm probably going to do a review of it, have it up this weekend, even though it's been reviewed already by all the major people and a bunch of the people here on YouTube. But I really enjoyed the single-player game, and I still want to post a review. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. I'll do a more in-depth review of that game later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.